tip-off in Turkey. And it's one of the best atmospheres on the circuit here at the Kara Ali Achor Sport Hall. It was opened 16 years ago and they have witnessed some fantastic games so far, and that is true in this season's Basketball Champions League. I'll come to that in a moment. Banvit sit third going into this game, a chance to move top of the group if they beat medi Bayreuth tonight. The German team, though, looking to keep a hold of top spot with a fourth successive win in their debut season in this grand competition. Banvit, though, have a reputation to uphold after reaching the final last year. Let's look at the visiting roster first of all. medi Bayreuth certainly have talent to the hilt here. Andreas Seifert has caught the eye in recent weeks. He's averaging 15.3 points per game, 4 rebounds as well. And Gabe York is one to watch out for, averaging almost 20 points per game and shooting sharply from the perimeter. Almost 60% success from three-point range. It's the big man roles that are perhaps Banvit's strength. Damian Kulik and Gasper Vidmar represented their countries at Eurobasket 2017. They're big units in the forward positions. Kulik, the number 7, Vidmar, the number 14, are ones to watch out for at the boards in particular. Kulik averaging 8 rebounds a game, Vidmar trailing him by just 1 on 7. The Vuvuzelas are out in force. Quite a racket here at the Kara Ali Achor Sports Hall. It's an intimidating atmosphere for away teams, and I'm sure they will not feel entirely welcome tonight. medi Bayreuth picked up 2 road wins already away in Poland at Rosa Radom on game day 1. They had trailed 33-16 after the first quarter in that contest before roaring back into things. Seifert leading the way with 24 points, and he didn't miss a shot in the entire game. Their other road win came in Slovenia last time out. They won by 13 points over Olympia in Ljubljana. York leading the way on 25 points on that night. And it's their consistency that's caught the eye so far. They don't look like being a flash in the pan. And already, though it is early on in the group phase, they look like they may well make it through to the knockout phase. Groups of 8, just a reminder of the format of the Basketball Champions League. The top 4 advance to the round of 16. 5th and 6th get you into the FIBA Europe Cup, and you want to avoid the bottom 2, which sees you out of the competition altogether. So after the hostility for medi Bayreuth, there'll be loud cheers, no doubt, for the Banvit players. They've had to cope with a few high-profile departures. Furkan Korkmaz, who was loaned to the club last season, has gone to play in the NBA with the 76ers. Gediminas Orlik, the important Lithuanian, went to Umana Reya Venezia, and joining him in Italy was Jordan Theodore, last season's MVP in the Basketball Champions League. But they have brought in some new faces as well. Tony Taylor's been an important cog in this wheel thus far, joining from the Russian team NSA. Adonis Thomas from Avellino. Jake Odom faces his former employers tonight, having once played at medi Bayreuth. And Angelo Caloiaro from Büyükçekmece in Turkey. And switch colours to Banvit. And they did lose on the first night in the Basketball Champions League in Venice. Since then, they've bounced back strongly, winning the last 2 in this competition. They've won 4 in a row coming into this one. They should be high on confidence. Both these teams, in fact, will be. They are used to winning games of basketball. Banvit are 2-2 in their domestic league, 2-1 in the Basketball Champions League. Bayreuth 5-2 in the Bundesliga. just off the top of the table there. They've really impressed over the last year and a half. Credit to the coach, who's doing a pretty remarkable job there, Raul Cornet. Banvit really, in some respects, seem like the team to watch this year in the group phase. 2 of their games already have gone to overtime. 3 overtimes in their first game. Jasovicius Thomas, Milejevich Alexander, the officials tonight. And Janusz Chalik as well from Lithuania, Israel and Poland. We are just a couple of minutes away from the opening tip tonight in Turkey. Let's look at the starting fives. Medi Bayreuth first of all. Robinson, Linhart, Cypher, York. Plenty of talent amongst their roster. And they're coached by Raul Cornet. Been coaching since the age of 25. The Austrian started his career with Zepter Vienna. Now been in Germany for a little while and working wonders at Medi Bayreuth, who were always a bottom half of the league kind of club. But the last year or two it's changed. Getchim, Vidmar, Routins, Taylor and Caruaro, the starting 5 for Banvit tonight. Angelo Cagliaro in particular has been impressive since transferring to Sasha Filipovsky's squad. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists and 4 steals. Great all-round game for Cagliaro in the last Champions League fixture away at AEK Athens in Greece. There is James Robinson, the number 3. Playing into interesting role tonight at point guard. Up against Tony Taylor. Last words of tactical instruction then from Sasha Filipovsky, the Slovenian.
Sprint this like this, go like this.
He's used to winning things. Filipovsky, okay, they fell just short in the final last year against Iberostar Tenerife in the Basketball Champions League, but he led them to the Turkish Cup last season. They are the reigning champions. And also Filipovsky won the Polish title 2 years running with Stelmet Zielona Góra, who are another Champions League outfit. All set then. Vidmar played an important role in the ultimately victorious Slovenian team at Eurobasket 2017. He and Goran Dragic and Luka Doncic were the perhaps 3 most present players on the court for Slovenia as they took the gold medal over the summer. And Vidmar starts, Kulig on the bench. We're likely to see both of them on the court at certain points. Instead, Andy Rounds is on the court, as is Caruaro. And here we go then. Welcome along to Bandırma in Turkey for game day 4 of the Basketball Champions League. It's Banvit against Bayreuth. And it is the 4th game already. And Bayreuth are looking for their 4th win. They won the opening possession, and that's a nice little bounce pass. Step back 2, missed on this occasion. Damon Brooks. Vidmar. Now into the hands of Routins. Caruaro. Cannot get it to go off the glass. Robinson, waiting for support, finds it in Damon Brooks. And Brooks into the hands of Seifert, who's at the low post here and gets the first points of the night. Tony Taylor. Cannavaro. Into the hands of Tolga Getchim. Getchim is the key creativity in this Banvit team, leading the way on assists, averaging almost 6 per game. Only one game in Group C played yesterday. It was the one in Spain as Olimpia of Ljubljana, the Slovenian capital, won at Estudiantes Movistar, capturing their first win of this group. I already think it's going to be a very tight group, this one. Banvit know they want to make use of their home games. They beat Olimpia in overtime in their previous home game, the only one they've had so far. Taylor with a bounce pass into Vidmar, who is fouled. Andreas Seifert. Was in and amongst it, but I think the foul actually came from possibly Brooks. Vidmar fails with the first. But succeeds with the second. And Banvit have their first point. Robinson finds its way to Damon Brooks. Seifert out to York for three. Good. Great start for Gabe York. Remember that he is shooting almost 60% on average from the perimeter, and they cannot afford to give him too many open shots like that. And they will pay a hefty price. Taylor to Getchim. Now left open from the perimeter here. Cannavaro misses. Vidmar managed to keep the ball alive, but throws it back in, and it's Bayreuth possession, and there's a foul by Taylor on York. medi Bayreuth going to come unstuck tonight. 3 wins so far for them. And impressive wins as well. Fairly comfortable in their away games at Rosa Radom and Petrol Olympia. But their home win over Strasbourg, perhaps their best so far. The French team are one of the best in Group C. That's without question. York being watched closely by 2. Finds a good pass. Seifert looking for the bank. Misses. And now Taylor to the front court. Vidmar in support. Will go to the paint. Taylor goes outside. Cannavaro. Oh, good steal here. Robinson will go all the way inside and in off the glass. Bayreuth goes 6 clear early on. A very encouraging start for the German outfit. Vidmar all the way to the rack. Nice work from the big man. He keeps things really simple, Gasper Vidmar. Does most of his damage in the paint. And he usually racks up quite a few rebounds. Robinson. Chance for 3. Off the iron from Brooks. And now here it goes, Taylor. Vidmar setting the screen. Out to Kalawaro. Comes up the baseline. Finds himself with a hook shot. But that comes back off the iron. And away go Bayreuth. York denied by Vidmar. Good block, but it's still with the German team. Damon Brooks. Brooks looking for a little gap in which to shoot. And he wins that battle with Kalawaro and banks it in. And I wonder how long it's going to be until we see Damian Kulik emerge. I can see Kulik got his top off already. In fact, he's going to come on any moment. Kalawaro unable to handle Brooks at the low post. And Sasha Filipovsky has seen that and is now going to make that change. So first sign of the Polish national team player. He's already put in some big performances so far. He's averaging nearly 13 points a game and almost 8 rebounds. In the meantime, this is York. Seifert. And from the corner, Brooks for 3. Drains it. And what a start this is from the Bavarian team. They're up by 12-3. They're not necessarily accustomed to getting off to a good start. They were left way short in their first game against Rosa Radom. That's put up a bit of a prayer from Rautins, and it falls by the wayside. Yeah, they were down by 17 after their first quarter of Basketball Champions League action against Rosa Radom. They came back so strongly there and won comfortably. But here they are setting the tone from the off, and another bucket this time from Seifert, who's up to 4 points. Bayreuth's lead is already double digits, and it's hardly a surprise that Banvit have called timeout. Not been at the races so far. Well, it will surely just be encouragement from the Bayreuth coach. But Sasha Filipovsky urging calm from his players. They've been too rushed in offense, and they've been punished with a couple of fast breaks like that one from James Robinson. Vidmar scored all 3 points so far for Banvit. And he came up with a good block there initially to deny Gabe York, but they didn't recycle it and score anyway. We are back underway now, as Kulik puts it into the hands of Tolga Getchim. And Getchim with the pass to Vidmar, out to Kulik for 3. Not this time, rebound for Getchim. And the ball ricocheted off Robinson and out of bounds. Lively start though. And a better move on offense from Banvit following the timeout. Vidmar. Rautins finds the Slovenian. And the Slovenian can't find the bucket this time. But they do get the foul. He's a man mounted, Gasper Vidmar. The kind of player that when you realise you're up against him, you find yourself a little worried. Here's Kulik. Throws up a nice teardrop. And it's those two guys, Vidmar and Kulik, who we said would be important, who have racked up the early points for Banvit, but they do trail by 9 still, and they've got to work on their defence. But I do think Kulik up against Brooks is a better matchup from the Banvit perspective, as the shot is missed by Seifert. And here's Taylor. Big dynamic using the screen from Vidmar. So far Robinson doing a good job on Taylor. Now here is Vidmar. Again, they were keeping it simple. Vidmar is causing problems for Seifert. At both ends of the court. Damon Brooks goes to the bench, and for the first time tonight we see Steve Wahalski, veteran for Bayreuth. Vidmar gets away and throws it down, two-handed jam. Vidmar and Kulik single-handedly dragging Banvit back into the first quarter here. Here's the new arrival, Wahalski. York, oh yeah, nice finish. Real sweet play that by Gabe York. medi Bayreuth showing no signs of slowing down. That's a good looking pass. Vidmar can't tip it in, but he does manage to gather somehow. And then another simple basket for the Slovenian international. Points are stacking up for him, and they're going to constantly go towards the paint, I think, for the points tonight. Not too many threes. And there's Kulik, finds himself wide open. But it's pretty obvious already where Banvit's offensive threat is going to come from. Everything through Vidmar. Here's Taylor going all the way and drawing the foul from John Cox. Not known for his athleticism, Vidmar, known for his core strength, but actually showed some fleet-footed work there as he goes for his first sit-down. Changes on both sides of the court. First time tonight we've seen Chan Altenty. Kalawado has come back in as well. I think it's any time that Brooks goes to the bench we're going to see Kalawara. I don't think they like that matchup at all, Banvit. I can see Brooks is ready to come back on, which will be interesting to see what they do. Here's York. Seifert at the low post. Now it's made its way to the corner. Three-point shot rims out, and Kulik's there to grab the board. And the battle at the boards will be fascinating tonight. Taylor to Kulik for three. A little too simple, but he misses the shot anyway. York. His pass goes astray. Not quite so composed all of a sudden, medi Bayreuth. They are going to be happy with the state of affairs so far. Up by 7, 1:42 left on the clock in the first quarter. Seifert in deep discussion with coach Cornet. Taylor operating in the front court. Kulik available to his left. Seifert fouls again, and he has to be careful here. In fact, it's not Seifert, it's Bastien Duret, the club captain, with his first foul. Taylor making good use of the charity stripe so far. 3 from 3 from the line. And make that 4 out of 4. And Banvit have reduced the lead to 5. The German team have reached their foul limit. Here is Linhart. Now York. York to Brooks, who's wide open. Lost his man, and that's neat and tidy stuff from medi Bayreuth. Brooks banking it in. He's had a fruitful night so far. 7 points for him. Here's Altonty. Out to Taylor for three, and he drains it. He's a fan favourite here, Tony Taylor. He's dragged Banvit back to within 4. 41 on the clock. Cooler closing down. Lovely bounce pass, and Brooks just rolls it in. Real neat. Taylor suddenly caught fire of late. And again, they leave him very open. And thank you very much, says Adonis Thomas. You cannot leave him that open. Mid-range 2, no problem at all. .7 left on the clock here. That was the foul by Kulig. We've got another timeout. This time called by Bayreuth.
Set up in a box like this, all right? Screen for Basti. Basti, come here to strong side. All right, decoy. You come off. Come up here. Okay, come high. Look, if we have a shot here, we probably won't have it. At the same time, come outside a great screen for Steve. Steve, go out here. Look for this. Can't shoot. It's 4 seconds. We got time. Can't shoot. Make sure we protect the basket on our way back. All right? They will definitely concentrate on you. If they don't, go set a good screen for him first to set up your lane.
So 4-point game here with just over 4 seconds left to play. Linhart to inbound for Bayreuth. Brooks. Got to get a shot off here. Brooks denied. Great defense from Kalawaro, and Banvit limit the damage in the end done to them in what was an entertaining first 10 minutes. medi Bayreuth with 3 wins from their first 3 games. Off to a good start here. They are up by 4 in Turkey at last season's runners-up. Banvit 18, medi Bayreuth 22. Well, it's the forwards at the moment that have been the centre of the attention. Gasper Vidmar with 7 points for Banvit and a couple of rebounds for good measure. And Damon Brooks, 9 points and 2 rebounds. So far shooting 67% from the field. They've struggled a bit from 3-point range so far, Banvit. Only 1 success so far out of 5 attempts. That success coming from Tony Taylor, who started to catch a light as the first quarter went on. 7 points for Taylor, who is battling it out at point guard against James Robinson tonight, and it is an interesting battle so far, with Robinson being kept relatively quiet, although he has set up a few fast breaks. 2 steals for James Robinson thus far, the 23-year-old American. has been a real bright spark as we get back underway in the second quarter. And Thomas inbounds for Banvit. Altenty. Here is Angelo Caruaro. Puts it into the hands of Routens. Thomas. Shot clock down to 5. And trying to use the glass there was Altenty. It doesn't work out for him. Good defense to claim the rebound for medi Bayreuth. Robinson. Linhart shifted over one more by Wahalski. And Duret. The club captain, bounce past his knee into Brooks, who's been lively so far, and the bank is open for Demont Brooks, who already is in the double digits, and we're only a minute into the second quarter. 11 points and counting for Demont Brooks. He was so key for them last year, Brooks, in what was a fantastic season. Someone finished 5th in the regular season in Germany and qualified directly into the group phase. Kulig called for the foul there. And he makes way. Offensive foul. And it's 2 personals already for Kulig, which is why he is withdrawn from the firing line. Robinson to Nate Linhart. Still going, Linhart. Bounce pass into Brooks, who's going toe-to-toe with Vidmar. Wins that battle, Brooks, who is really starting to hurt the Turkish team. Good patient build-up play as well from Linhart, to his credit. Thomas now into the hands of Caruaro. Likes to shoot from distance. Instead puts it into the hands of Vidmar. Out to the corner. Good passing play. And Thomas now shrugs off his man, but his shot misses the mark off the iron. And now here's Brooks. Quick at first, now they've slowed it down. All taken over in the corner by Wahalski. It's his sign. Nope. Linhart can't quite get it to rattle in. Thomas to the front court now. Banvit looking to eat into this 8-point lead that Bayreuth have established, and Vidmar's usually the man to do so. Misses twice, and eventually it's turned over. Stolen from him by Wahalski. Robinson all the way, penetrates inside. Well, dealing with expectations was always going to be a problem for Banvit this season after finishing as runners-up in last year's edition. It's not necessarily about producing your best basketball in the group phase, although they were 11-3 last season at this stage. Vidmar tries to throw it down one-handed, denied by the eye, and it's come back out for Altenty. 3-point shot misses, and Robinson is there to collect the loose ball. And it's going to be Routens who's penalised here. Called for a technical. In fact, called for an unsportsmanlike foul. So Robinson goes to the line, and they will have the possession to follow. And Bayreuth here, so far, look a real handful for Banvit to deal with. Huge amount of noise inside the Kara Ali Achar Sport Hall. But so far that's not done anything but motivate medi Bayreuth. So both free throws made by Robinson. Tony Taylor's going to come back in here for Banvit in a moment, but it's been stolen, and here's a chance for two, an easy two for Altenty. Just what Banvit needed. Perfect tonic to a different spell, and it's another steal for Altenty. He thinks an unsportsmanlike should be called. Really good lively work. That was the first time from Altenty, and then he managed to repeat the feat again and surprised Durrett twice in the space of a matter of seconds. It wasn't an unsportsmanlike, by the way. It was just a regular foul. Taylor puts that into the hands now of Thomas. Taylor into the lane and manages to throw up a neat jump shot. And Banvit closing the gap here well before half-time. 6 minutes left, 6 points the difference in this entertaining first half. Robinson, Altenty, Durrett for three. Good work at the ball there from Kalawaro. He's racked up quite a few rebounds in this year's competition. Here's Taylor, averaging more than 8 rebounds a game, Kalawaro to be exact. Here is Vidmar. His right-hand hook shot misses. It's 3 from 8 from the field so far, and an easy 2 there in response from Durrett, the captain. Taylor. Thomas. All the way up to the rack and lays it up and in off the glass. That's real neat from Adonis Thomas. And a timeout is called, with Banvit closing that gap to within 6 points. Well, Banvit don't lose many rebound battles. They've already hit 6 offensive rebounds. Vidmar, predictably, is responsible for 2 of those. 14 rebounds overall to medi Bayreuth's 10. Vidmar could be on for a double-double. He's 7 points, 5 rebounds from 11 minutes on the court thus far. A strong start from the Eurobasket winner. A lot on the shoulders of Tony Taylor this season, brought in as point guard to replace Jordan Theodore. Having a good night so far, 9 points. And that's banked in too easy. Andreas Seifert back on the court, back in the points. Altenty. Taylor from the corner for 3. Kalawaro drains it. It's gone down as a long 2. Must have just stepped inside the perimeter. Or not. I do beg your pardon. Oh, good hustle at the low post there from Seifert to win back possession. Good rebounding. Robinson tees it up. Chance for a 3. Knew as soon as he threw that, Linhart, that wasn't going to be knocked out. Got himself out of jail there with a good pass to Thomas. Taylor. Stays patient with the shot clock now down to single digits. Vidmar. Got to get the shot off. Altenty throws it out to Thomas. Shot clock down to its dregs. Got the shot off, but missed out. Well, it's been an enjoyable battle so far. Tension is there for all to see. Roughton's back in for Banvit. We've got some work to do on defence. Robinson finds its way through to York. And York up the baseline. He's been quiet so far with the reverse. Misses. And I think was fouled as he was falling out of bounds there. Good call by the officials. Great hustle by York. Taylor. Vidmar providing support. Now into the hands of Adonis Thomas. Good hands from him. Thomas into the paint. Banks it in off the glass. And Banvit are back to within 3 points. Closest they've been since early on in the first quarter. York. Robinson. Jump shot 2. Makes it. Bayreuth can stretch that lead back out. They started this quarter with a 4-point lead. They're looking to have that extended by half-time. Banvit looking to wipe it out. Thomas. Vidmar was momentarily free there, not spotted. Thomas to Taylor. He's got Routons outside of him. Taylor comes into the paint. 1 on the clock. There's the foul. Taylor does draw a lot of fouls. So far, he's yet to miss a shot, either from the free throw line or from the field. He's their high scorer across all games in the Basketball Champions League this season, averaging nearly 17 per game. That's Taylor into double digits now. First Banvit player to reach that. 2:22 is all that's left in this first half. James Robinson. It's real good movement at the moment from Bayreuth. York for 3 from way downtown. Kisses the rim. Slides away to safety. Taylor now. Banvit could level up the scores here with a 3-pointer. Kalawaro thinks about it. Instead feeds in Vidmar. Keeping it really simple, and Vidmar gets it to go. And 1. So Vidmar providing the outlet, releasing the pressure valve, and he'll go to the line to level the scores. Great veteran play from Gasper Vidmar. It's what he's all about. Wahalski re-enters the game. Cox. Now York, good movement, great pass, lovely play. Oh, beautiful from Bayreuth. Verhalski finishes the job, and that's the play of the game so far. Taylor, 1:15 left on the clock. Banvit with a mission to level the scores. Vidmar, yeah, it's good work. Taylor thought about the three-point, goes out to Thomas. Doesn't knock it down, but there's Calawaro for the rebound and the two, and it's a one-point game with less than a minute left of the half. York to the front court here. Suddenly picked up in pace this game. Seifert. Very intense finish to the second quarter. They've lost it here, Bayreuth, and it could get worse for them. Banvit could even take the lead. Been a really good response from the Turkish outfit here, looking to inflict Bayreuth's first defeat in the Basketball Champions League on them. Taylor, shot clock down to 7. Bounce pass, Thomas, can't bank it in, will get to the rebound, and with the right hand hook, gets the score and one. Another huge play from Banvit. And they are turning this around in the back end of the second quarter. Great work at the low post from Thomas, real good hustle to win back the rebound. He likes it, and no wonder, having drawn the foul from Cox. Cox now really has to be careful. He's on 3 personal fouls by half-time. He may find himself fouled out of the game. It was Banvit who had the trouble with fouls in their last game. Kulig and Routins both fouled out of the contest against Ike Athens. They did win anyway. So this will be the final play of the half. Banvit up by 2. Will they carry that lead into half-time? Robinson hoping not. Robinson going all the way to the rack, and he banks it in off the glass. And there's still 3.3 seconds left here, and it's timeout called by Banvit as they look to make use of this. And they'll set the play up. The waves parted though for James Robinson there, and he also now moves to double digit, 10 points in his personal column. And let's listen in to Sasha Filipovsky's instruction. Well, it's not a lot of time. 3.3 seconds in which to find a good shot. We're obviously keeping it simple. The players back out quickly. The Banvit faithful making their presence felt tonight. They've been awesome. Consistent source of support even when they got off to a very tough start. So Banvit with very little time. Calawaro, will they get a shot from... No, I don't think so. And it missed anyway, so they won't need to be checked by the officials, but what a good first half of basketball that was in the Champions League. Unbeaten Bayreuth taking up an early charge on last year's runners-up Banvit. They were up by as many as 10, I think it was at one point, but Banvit came right back at them, and it is scores level at the halfway stage here. Banvit 38, Bayreuth 38. Good work at the free throw line. Not much success from three-point range from either team, but Banvit solid in the paint, dominating at the boards. 8 offensive rebounds, 19 in total, and they are winning that battle at the moment through Vidmar in particular, who has 7 rebounds next to his name. Both teams will be quite happy with the turnovers, only 4 apiece. Hasn't been that many fast breaks. And here are the game leaders. Vidmar, as I mentioned, 7 rebounds. Impressive. Tony Taylor, 11 points. Damon Brooks got most of his 13 points early on. Atlantic with some good hustling. He was only on the court for a handful of minutes, but he made an impact. That much is for sure. And don't go too far away, because the second half is set to be a thriller. Bayreuth looking to maintain their 100% winning record in the Basketball Champions League. And making their debut this year, they are 3-0 so far, including 2 road wins. A win on the road in Turkey, though, would be mighty fine indeed. They've set it up all right, though, after that fast-paced first quarter, before Banvit responded. We'll be back to bring you the third quarter in around 10 minutes' time. It's Banvit 38, medi Bayreuth 38 at halftime. Welcome back then to the Kara Ali Achar Sport Hall here in Turkey. Medi Bayreuth do not look intimidated tonight. They are 3-0 in the Basketball Champions League. Confidence flying high for them domestically and continentally, and it's showing as they stole a march here against last season's Basketball Champions League silver medalists Banvit. They took the lead, but then they have been pegged back in the second quarter. Banvit taking it, and we are scores level heading into the second half. It could not be any better poised, this one, for a thrilling finish. Certainly set up very well. The battle of the boards has been dominated by the Turkish team. Gasper Vidmar responsible for 7 rebounds personally. They've hit 8 offensive boards in total compared to Bayreuth's 2, but the visitors have been impressive in many other ways. Their shooting has been sharp, particularly James Robinson, who's hit 80% from the field, bettered only by Damon Brooks, who's been outstanding. He has 13 points to go with his 3 rebounds. Nate Linhart's been the creative hub of the Bayreuth team, 4 assists for him. And I would say the front court is where Banvit have hit their straps, and it's in the back court where Medi Bayreuth look to be causing damage. Particularly Robinson. He against Tony Taylor has been a battle worth watching. And it will be worth keeping an eye on as we head to the third quarter here. Sasha Filipowski just relaying his last instructions to his Banvit team. Last year they were 11-3 in the Champions League group phase. Particularly good here on their home court. In fact, they won every game here in the group phase last year, and they followed it up with some stellar performances in the knockout phase as well. Didn't exactly get an easy route. They faced up to 2 German outfits in the knockout phase. Oldenburg they saw off, and Ludwigsburg, before defeating Monaco in the final 4 to put their place in the final, where they lost to Iberostar Tenerife. We're underway in the third quarter. Banvit 38, Bayreuth 38 on game day 4 of the Basketball Champions League. Who is going to finish today top of Group C? If Bayreuth win, they are guaranteed top spot. Banvit would need a huge second half here in order for them to top the group. And there's the first points of the second half. Gabe York for Medi Bayreuth. Taylor into the hands of Vidmar, who gives it to Getchim. Vidmar. Bounce pass, good vision to see the run of the back door. It's not. I don't think that's going to count, but it will be 2 free throws for Vidmar. Well, no, just to clarify, the score was given, and that was the extra. Missed by the Slovenian. York. Now Nate Linhart, 4 assists in the first half. Finds Robinson. Robinson on the edge of the lane. Holding on to the ball for too long, and there is a violation, and the ball will be turned over here for Banvit. Good defense from them. Routon's inbounds. Taylor to the front court. Looking for Vidmar and finding him. Cavallaro to Taylor. To Vidmar. He's got 3 men on him. Would have thought the more sensible pass there would have been out to Angelo Cannavaro. Left open in the corner. Perhaps not trusting their three-point shooting at the moment. Both teams have lagged in that department. Banvit with just 25% success from beyond the perimeter. 29%, only a little bit better for medi Bayreuth. None of the teams attempted that many either. medi Bayreuth, though, are shooting almost 70% from two-point range. And here is a run from Brooks, and he scores and gets the foul. Set up by Andreas Seifert. Neatly found with a bounce pass, and the fouls are stacking up for Banvit's key players. Cannavaro up to 2 personals. Brooks adds the extra. And it's been a very strong start from that man's team in the third quarter. medi Bayreuth lead by 3. Vidmar to Routens. Taylor gets him. Thought about the early three-point shot. Instead, it's gone to the opposite flank. And Vidmar called for a foul at the low post on Linhart. Doesn't much like the call. He never does. The official had a very good view of that. Couldn't have been any closer, frankly. It's only a second personal foul for Vidmar. They can work on their percentage from outside the perimeter. And medi Bayreuth will go a long way to winning this game. Tolga Getchin. Taylor. Switch back out. Getchin for 3. Oh, drains it. That was a thing of beauty from Tolga Getchin. It's his first points of the night. It's a good time to cash in. And reduces the arrears. York being harangued. Now Robinson. Finding himself nestled in the corner. Little jumper. This is to the right, and the rebound is there for Cannavaro. Taylor and Robinson. A fascinating point guard battle. Taylor gets away and then throws it back out to the corner. Now in comes Cannavaro. Bounce pass to Vidmar with a two-handed flush. Reduces Bayreuth's lead to 1. Seifert, Linhart. Robinson in the corner to the left. Taylor hurrying him up. Linhart gets away from him. And Linhart with a left-handed teardrop. Sees it come back off the iron, and there's the foul. Offensive one called. Takes a lot to take Vidmar to the floor. Gets him. Plenty of homegrown talent in this Banvit side. Vidmar is looking for Routens there and still looking for it. He's unlikely to take up a three-point shot. He's left the ball behind there, tries to recover it, but it is in earnest. And here's a chance for a 3, and it's Linhart off the iron. Tolga Getchin. Getchin trying to go inside. Throws up a prayer, and it doesn't come down kindly. Robinson to York for 3. Rattles out somehow. And is that another foul called on Seifert? Third personal foul called on him, and that might see him go to the bench for a little while. It will. He and Robinson both withdrawn by coach. Damian Kulik, who we've not actually seen that much of. He's only had 6 minutes on the court. He's come back on for Banvit, replacing Vidmar. Taylor. She wouldn't go for him. Durrett, the leader of the pack for Bayreuth, going all the way. And then the bounce pass was neat. York fouled while taking the shot. He will go to the line. It's real tidy work there by Bastien Durrett. Often speeds up the offense. Gabe York averaging almost 20 points per game before tonight. Once again, he's comfortably in double digits. And medi Bayreuth still in front here. They've led for most of the game. Cannavaro to the top of the mountain. Taylor wide open, drills the three. And we are back level here in Bandirma. Bastien Durrett got Brooks in the paint. Instead goes to Wahalski. Clever from Linhart, great pass. And put up and in by Damon Brooks, and one. Foul by Kulik. Taylor with 14 points so far and dealing in threes. 2 from 2 from the perimeter. Here he is again. They don't want to leave him wide open from that kind of range again. Taylor thinking about it, I reckon. Instead he comes inside, penetrates and puts up a tough shot. And sees it miss. Linhart. Rapid fire pass there into Wahalski. Linhart. Taylor keeping him company. Using the screen nicely, puts it up. That misses. Linhart collects the rebound, and they've recycled it well. Composure required from medi Bayreuth, and they are showing plenty of it at the moment. York going inside on the runway, takes off and lays it up and in off the glass. Good finish from York. For three, gets him. Didn't get it. Brooks. York. Wahalski. Linhart bounce pass, and Brooks off the glass and in. Oh, it's good stuff from medi Bayreuth. They're on the charge here. Banvit's response is to call timeout. No wonder. Linhart, no look pass. Brooks doing the rest, finishing it off, and their lead is up to 6.
Some pick and roll. 5 to pick. And when he enters the pen, switch vertical. Switch vertical. Number 8 will not score. He will pass. Doesn't matter, you're on a trap. So you gotta come to the ball. And then a second one. Alright, that's a lot of work, but you're gonna be rewarded with layups all the time. Alright, quick one, pick and roll, boom, quick second. Get rid of the ball. Alright, let's go here. Let's go.
Raul Corner calling for fast-paced basketball by the sounds of things. They move the ball quickly. Banvit unable to stay with them. Good crowd inside the Kara Ali Achar Sport Hall, as ever. Are they going to witness another home win for Banvit? They've never lost in the group phase here on their own home court. Defeated once this season, and it was in Italy, in Venice, after 3 bouts of overtime. They do not go down without a fight, that is for sure. They put up a fight here, and the chance for 3, and it's drilled by Routins, the Canadian. And he brings them back to within 3. York. Direct to Verhalski, left it short. Kulik. Routins back to Damian Kulik. And the Polish player cannot find a finish. He's had a tough night of it, Kulik. Just 2 points for him. They need him to step up to the plate as we head towards the 4th quarter. It's in off the glass from Nate Linhart. That's his first points this evening, believe it or not. He's been mostly restricted to providing the assists, 6 of them in the game so far. And look at that, 62% field goal success from inside, compared to just over 40 from Banvit. Kulik misses, but does get the foul and will go to the line here. Brooks, the offender. So 2 from 2 from Kulik. Maybe that can reignite his shooting, which has been not his best, shall we say, so far. 25% from the field for the Polish international. This is Linhart up against Adonis Thomas. York, there he goes, jump shot 2. But he misses. The grand old Duke, as I like to call it. Thomas. Routins, good pass. Kulik left open with a jam. Makes it a 1-point game. That was great. They were all expecting the shot there. And Routins saw Kulik and played a perfect pass. Here's Damon Brooks. York. Still outside with Bastien Direct, the captain. Chance for 3, Linhart. Real high trajectory on the effort. And Banvit here are taking the game by the scruff of the neck here. 40 left in the quarter. Long 2. Routins misses. And Linhart with the rebound. Shot clock down to single digits. York gets through the mess and puts up a teardrop shot. Floated effort. Comes back off the iron. And only 10 left now. This will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Thomas puts one up and drills it, knocks it down. Banvit take the lead. They end the quarter in front for the first time tonight. 57-56. It is with 1 quarter left to play in Group C of the Basketball Champions League. Clutch play from Adonis Thomas. He's into double digits, 11 points for him so far. We'll try and eavesdrop on what the coaches are saying. Well, there you have it. medi Bayreuth have been good from inside, although that percentage is dropping a little bit. Banvit have improved their three-point success no end. Still a long way to go on that front, but Tony Taylor's scored from the 2 three-point attempts he has made, and rebounding work has been good from Banvit. We've talked about it a few times already tonight. And it's Gasper Vidmar who's done most of that damage. 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 of them offensive. And Angelo Calawaro as well deserves credit. 7 rebounds, 3 of them offensive boards. Tony Taylor's been good from three-point range. This is one of his from the top of the mountain. You leave him wide open like that, and he will punish you. Most of the time we've been seeing Bayreuth penetrate, get into the lane, and score points from the low post position. Damon Brooks has had a fruitful night, leading the scoring for them on 20 points. And 16 of those have come from two-point range. Interesting, Brooks only averaging 10 points a game before tonight. Well, medi Bayreuth have come a long way in a short space of time. They were promoted back to the Bundesliga in 2010, won the domestic title since 1989. They finished 12th or below for 6 years in a row upon their promotion, and it was only last year that they broke that by finishing in the top 5. Qualifying for continental competition for the first time in a long, long time. As Durrett finds Wahalski at first. Now Gabe York going around the back. Good pass. Brooks with a jam. Throws it down two-handed. And the lead changes hands again. And we are in for a thrilling finale, you feel. You cannot separate these teams for long. Calawaro uses Routens, puts it in his hands. Bounce pass into Kulig, left short. And there could be a 3-on-2 situation here. York with the transition and the score for Bayreuth. He wanted the foul as well, Gabe York, didn't get it. But their lead extended out to 3. Can Altenty on medi Bayreuth, going to make it 4 wins in a row in the Champions League. They put in another real shift tonight. Big performance from the Germans. Routens back outside, chance for 3, shot clock down to 1, it's a buzzer beater. Beauty from Can Altenty. Takes his personal tally up to 8 points. Not been on the court that long, Altenty, but when he has made a positive influence on his team, certainly. Linhart with a floater too. Immediate response from Bayreuth. They go back into the lead. Fascinating final quarter. Could get intensely tactical towards the end. Kulig left open, banks it in off the glass. Too easy. Damian Kulig has waited a while to come to the party, but he's arrived now. Robinson. Durrett. Linhart for 3. Misses with the attempt, and Altenty to the front court. Banvit looking for the lead once more here. Thomas for 3. Good. Clutch basketball from Adonis Thomas, and Banvit take their biggest lead of the game. Had a good time. The response from medi Bayreuth has been to call timeout here. There's still 7.5 minutes left to go.
Steve again. All right, hit Steve. Go at the dribble handoff, pick and roll. All right, look, if they overplay this aggressively, look for the backdoor cut here from the wing. Push him for drive. First office, we play. We go, course. Let's play course 4, Andy. Screen, Andy, nothing. This side, with big space, you go to corner. Course 4. If it's so,
We mentioned Banvit have done well at the boards. One of the problems for medi Bayreuth tonight has been the absence of their big centre from Egypt, Assem Marai, averaging almost 7 rebounds a game in the first 3 fixtures in the Basketball Champions League. His absence has left a bit of a hole for them, particularly when it's come to rotating the roster. To rely very heavily on Damon Brooks. They trail by 3. Let's see what they can come up with now in response. For 3, to move level. Fahalski misses. Sounded like he was going to be one of the key cogs in the Bayreuth machine in these last few minutes from the team talk. Anyway, here's Routens, good pass, and Kulig outside. Just a little bit slow in getting it out there, and with 2 on the clock, foul given away. Robinson. Kulig. Kicks out. Adonis Thomas. Kulig. He's got to get the shot off quickly. Does. Oh, that's so good from Damian Kulig. Moves into double digits. And Banvit's lead is up to 5. And they're starting to look ominous. medi Bayreuth need a response. Will they get it here? No, left short. But it will come out for Robinson for 3. Fouled. Well, Routen's there, the guilty party. There's no need to foul the shooter. But he did. And it's going to be 3 trips to the free throw line. Routen's has 4 personal fouls against him. He's in real trouble then. But he's staying on, actually, interestingly. Makes all 3. Could be massive. James Robinson closing the gap there. He's up to 14 points. And that could spell trouble for Banvit. They were just looking to go well clear. Good pass. Kanawaro. Kulig steals, yeah. Nice work from the big pole. Damian Kulig. Gets Banvit up to a 4-point lead. Here comes Gabe York. Kulig grabs the board. Handling the absence of Vidmar well here. He'll come back in, I'm sure of that. In just a moment. Thomas. All the way, and he throws it down. A thunder jam. One-hander. And Banvit once again increased their lead to the biggest it has been. medi Bayreuth here need to turn things around. It's getting away from them the game, or at least threatening to. It's out to the perimeter. Shot clock down to 5. Inside comes Linhart, taken from him. Great work there by Adonis Thomas to win back possession. And has the pendulum swung? It certainly feels like it. Momentum is with Banvit. And the crowd have raised their voices up a notch or two. Huge from Thomas. He's up to 16 points on the night.
Screens, if they overplay Gabe on the tools action, run him off immediately. That's when we get it going. Right now we're so late in the offense and we gotta force something early. No. Next play, two down. So you run off here and you look when you come up. You look for the flare. So you run over here. Don't use the screen so they cannot trap. Pass it to him. Good flare screen. Steve, yep. Good flare screen for Gabe. Look for shot or not. Pick and roll it.
Andy! You roll! Pass! Nothing, pick it up! Go to corner!
They're cooking up quite a storm here at the Kara Acha Sport Hall. Banvit up by 6, 5 minutes left to go in the final quarter. Altenty. Going all the way on his own. Oh, couldn't get it to go, but the build-up play was fabulous. Robinson. Kept on tenterhooks. Foul comes in from Altenty. Mentioned before that Andrew Rattens was fouled out of the game against Ike Athens. He's in real danger of that happening again tonight. Robinson accelerating and then goes back outside, calms down. Linhart, shot clock down to 5. York for 3, drills it. Dagger 3, and he propels medi Bayreuth back into this contest. They had to start making three-point shots. Their percentage was below 25%, and that was not good enough, but it's on the up now, but so is Adonis Thomas. 18 points for him. And he goes to the line for the extra to get that lead back up to 6 points here. Every point counts so much as another change is made. Altenty off and Tony Taylor is back in. And there is the extra. Their home record is exceptional. medi Bayreuth have put up such a good fight today. They will not give up. They're still in with a chance, of course. This is Damon Brooks. And Brooks, yeah, gets it to go. Right hand hook. Clutch play from him. Taylor. Routens, Kulig, on to Cagliaro. Thomas playing with his man and fires a 3. Banvit surge further ahead. medi Bayreuth aren't doing too much wrong, but the sharp shooting from the Banvit players is costing them big. And travelling is called on Gabe York. And that just about caps off a difficult last couple of minutes for the German team. They are not out of the reckoning yet, but the game seems to be slipping from their grasp. Taylor. Routens. Oh, that's a lovely pass. He had the vision to spot Thomas, and he's called for an offensive foul on Nate Linhart. Robinson. Linhart puts it up. Cannot get it to go, and there's no rebound this time for Seifert. He's done well in those positions throughout the game, but he couldn't swallow up that one. If they make a three-point here, the lead will be double digits. Taylor to Kulig. He came inside and drew the foul from Seifert. Who now goes to the brink of being fouled out for personal fouls against Andreas Seifert. But there's only 2:30 left on the clock. Banvit have been clinical when it's most mattered. This fourth quarter has been their most fruitful one so far. It's the first quarter where they've made more than 20 points. Sasha Filipovsky be delighted with his side and how they are faring out there right now. York. Home support looking to carry their team through to yet another home win here. Banvit 9 clear, 2:20 on the clock. Jump shot 2 attempted by Robinson. He misses, but the rebound's there for Brooks, and he uses the glass to good effect. Taylor. Kulig for 3. Oh, a dagger. The lead up to double digits for the first time tonight. And Damian Kulig is responsible. He's having a very good night in the end, the Polish player. He was off to a slow start, but he's up to 14 points and counting. Almost an immediate response. They needed that to go. And Banvit now looks set to inflict defeat on medi Bayreuth for the first time in the Basketball Champions League. Put up a huge fourth quarter performance to peel away. Taylor. Thomas. Foul called on Brooks in the meantime. Just a few words of instruction coming over from the coach. Free throw shooting has actually been pretty good tonight. Banvit, before that attempt from Thomas, we're averaging over 80%. Their opponents almost 90%. The second one is more successful. Thomas has had a very fruitful night of it, more than 20 points. 23, in fact. Verhalski, Linhart, that's Kulig with the interception. And the turnovers stacking up for medi Bayreuth. And that's a foul by Linhart. 64 seconds is all that remains of the contest. This is what made Banvit such a good team last year, was their ability to hold their nerve. Of course, they lost their first game in this year's tournament after 3 bouts of overtime. But they were down by 14 going into the final quarter. They trailed this game for longer than they've led it, that's for sure, but in the second half, they've come up good. In the end, it looks like the scoreline's going to be pretty comfortable. Here's James Robinson. Brooks. It's a shot that's worked out well for him generally. Kalawaro flung himself at the rebound there and won back the ball. Well, Brooks personally has had a good night. 26 points and 7 rebounds. Here's Taylor. A real high one. Ball goes into the hands of Brooks, and now Robinson for 3. Good. I needed more of that from 3-point range, just to emphasise how good Banvit have been recently. They're now up to 53% success from downtown. That was lagging back at 25% just a few minutes ago. Taylor, this time thought about a trip to the rack, went out to Kulig, and now out with the American Kalawaro, who misses. 7 seconds now remain. And Banvit know that they are going 3-1 in Group C. I wouldn't be surprised if either of these teams, if we both saw them both in the round of 16, but that's a wrap on what has been another awesome game in Group C in the Basketball Champions League. It's a very tight group, this one. All the games have had something about them. Not a single blowout yet. And for much of this game, medi Bayreuth led the way, but Banvit, last season's runners-up, came roaring back. They showed all of their fighting spirit on the night and put up a massive fourth quarter to secure the win by 11 points. Medi Bayreuth taste defeat in the Basketball Champions League for the first time. They've come to Turkey and they have been beaten. Banvit move up into the top 4. Medi Bayreuth may end the game week off the top. We're not sure just yet. There's games to come later tonight in Group C. But a tremendously hard-working performance that from both teams, actually. But Banvit deserve credit. They looked in trouble early on, but they rediscovered their composure, their qualities. Gasper Vidmar's had another big night there with 13 points and 9 rebounds. Just missed out on a double-double, did the captain. It's in their front court where they do look such a menace. And they'll be celebrating long into the night in Bandima, it would seem. They've got wonderful fans here. And there is a great connection between the players and the supporters of the club. Banvit can be very pleased indeed. Their next Champions League outing sees them go to Poland and to Rosa Radom. That is this time next week. As we see the statistics, the rebound success for Banvit coming from the likes of Kulik, from Vidmar, from Kalawaro. Well, the team will be particularly disappointed by the turnovers. Nate Linhart deserves credit. I think 8 assists for him. Leading the way in the game, Brooks with 26 points. Seifert, he certainly competed at the boards. Nate York was a thorn in the flesh for Banvit. 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of steals for good measure, but they are the high scorers in the end. Brooks, York and Robinson for medi Bayreuth, and for Banvit, Adonis Thomas, Tony Taylor and Damian Kulig. And that's what it means in Group C. Banvit go top after beating medi Bayreuth, displacing them ahead of the rest of the groups games tonight. Make sure you keep an eye on those. We'll have highlights to take you out from what has been another absorbing game between Banvit and medi Bayreuth. The 100% winning run from the German team is over. Last season's runners-up getting the win. Now, used to winning things under Sasha Filipovsky, the Turkish Cup champions last year. And there is a real hope and expectation on them to go far in this year's edition of the Champions League. That is a wrap from the Kara Ala Acha Sport Hall. Highlights to take you out. It's finished here. Banvit 85, medi Bayreuth 74.